Back again with another episode of FUTV. I'm your host, Sean the Villain, aka Big Mac. Got another special guest. Like I say, anybody we interview is gonna be special and have a great story to tell. Introduce yourself to the people.
I am Sylvester Hamilton Jr. The hood called me Syl. Um, just one of them old school 41st Street boys.
Yep, good brother. Good brother. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna jump right into it, man.
Let's go.
Now, being, from our area, you know what I mean, we never really dibbled and dabbled in the extracurricular activities that was going on. You know what I'm saying? And you held a decorum, a respect level of, you know what I'm saying, that's broke. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So what was it like, you know what I mean, navigating through that area in that time when it was, oh, that's them dudes off 41st, 42nd, like, you know what I mean? What was it like for you? Because you had a quote unquote front row seat to what was going on around that time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I definitely did have a front row seat. First of all, I just want to thank you for inviting me and having me on. It's definitely a pleasure and an honor, and I want to tip my hat to you for creating a platform for us to be able to, chop it up and have these kind of conversations.
Hey.
So I'm grateful for you.
And I'm grateful for you.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I reached out because it was like, man, you know what I mean? That's one of the ones I want to have this conversation with.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I appreciate you as well, bro.
Well, I'm grateful. Thank you so much.
I am too.
Thank
appreciate
you so much. So I'm going to say this first and foremost. I dabbled a lot.
Hey, look, I ain't want to say that.
Right. I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is, because the beauty of it is just like, sitting there having these conversations with you and across from bro, the beauty of it is we all found a way to grow, to evolve. We are all products of our environment. We all needed to do what we needed to do to be able to survive, to connect, to hustle, and we did what we knew.
Right.
So as a project kid, I'm from the west side of Chi, bro. I'm from the village. You know what I'm saying? So 41st Street was beautiful, man. And yeah, I did have a front row seat to a bunch of things, and that was because at one time I was a part of the problem, and I made it my business to do what I could with my limited ability, my limited knowledge, and my limited resources to be able to become a part of the solution. So having that front row seat and being able to just have those conversations with young brothers, to be able to give them that good counsel, it was something that I feel like helped me pay some things forward. You know what I'm saying? So I made that decision early on, and there were times where, we would sit back, I would fire up my grill, little homies come through in the backyard, powwow, we cook, we eat, we talk, we chop it up. We had what was called no hustle holidays. You remember those? Like the block parties, no hustling. Bro, come on, man. We did that, and it was for everybody, and it was for the kids. And it was to get the elders something to be like, okay, they over here, they doing what they doing, but they also are creating an environment, where they know they're safe. You know what I'm saying? They know they're peaceful. So having that front row view was, man, it was a blessing. It really was.
Because you had a front row view to the to any and everything, man. The 4th of July's, man.
Man,
listen, we didn't have to go nowhere.
Right.
To experience some great fireworks.
And I still hit the block every year. Right. As long as, shout out to the couple of the OGs that definitely pulled it off, like Lil Mark, you know what I'm saying? Like the right clan, period. Right. You know what I'm saying? Big Head, shout out to these cats who invested in that. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't need to go to Washington Park. We didn't need to go down there with all the bullshit that was going on down at the lakefront. Nope. We did what we did to the point annually where
people come to the
block. People leave the park to come jam with us. And then not only that, the police had to respect it. They block it off, let us do what we do, and then go about their business. So man, those things, those were epic times.
Yeah, beautiful times.
Had to be there to see it to believe it.
Now, you could drive past where you was at, and you could see like some major figures sitting on that porch. You know what I'm saying? Getting game, giving game, just, you know what I mean?
Right.
So what were some of them like conversations like to be dealing with a Kareem, a Romero?
Man.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Top tier cats from that area. You know what I mean?
Man, much love to all them cats, man. I miss a lot of them brothers. And I'm gonna tell you, to be able to have some, I'm gonna give you this story. Rest in peace, Bird, man. This dude, like, we would sit on the porch, we play chess. And we would sit on the porch, we would play dominoes early in the morning. And you could see how, you know what a 1,000-yard stare is?
Yeah.
Okay. You knew who was certified and who was playing, right? And to be able to have a conversation where you can actually have a brother calm down and be comfortable, you know what I'm saying? That meant a lot. And to be able to see, like, don't fuck with him. Like, he not playing no games, you know what I'm saying? You know, I've had some dope conversations with a lot of good dudes, a lot of brothers that aren't here to have those conversations today, and a lot of brothers that are still around. You know, it was always a blessing to be around. You know, and there were some times that got like tight. Yeah. There were some times that got tight, and in those moments, you find out who's who. You understand who has the metal. You know, you understand who built for who basically built really, for it. Really, you know what I'm saying? Right. And one thing about our block is it wasn't no hoes over there. You know, and everybody was in their own lanes. If you knew you didn't have no business over there, don't go over there. If you know you're not associating with this person, don't. But the respect is always mutual. It's always there. You know, so that was the beauty of it.
I used to tell people, if you ain't from this area,
don't
take Lisbon all the way around and then go up north or go down north. Don't try to, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it wasn't that. It's just shit. You know, we was protecting our own, man. It was
It was the Carter.
Yeah, it was, you
know, one way in, one way out.
No, dude. Oh, you shit. You lunch meat now.
You real talk.
What you doing over here? You know
damn right.
So.
And it's like that everywhere. You know, at the end of the day, we just are fortunate enough to be able, again, to have a platform to have this kind of conversation. Yeah. You know, and again, a lot of folks ain't here to tell it. You know, I mean, we come from a diverse, our neighborhood look like us, but so many different walks of life. You know, we even had a damn police officer on the block. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Wells, that. You know what I'm saying?
Sheriff ride through there, sheriff with him. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what I mean?
So it
real
was,
talk.
Yeah, we had sheriffs riding through the hood back in the day. Before sheriffs was really, you know what I mean?
Right. When they were staying their ass on the highway.
We had one come through the hood quite often. You know what I mean? So what was it like, bro, at that area, the era when, you know, everybody was running up to them cars? You know what I mean? It was like the stock exchange. Come over here. No, I got like, you know what I mean? It was a lot of traffic going through them ways.
It was a lot. It was a lot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I hit the block in 1992. I left the block in 2016.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So my entire adult life, my freshman year of high school, up until, remember, I got married. I married a lady on the block and everything. So, you know, from that point in the early 90s, bro, it was just, now that I didn't touch.
Yeah.
I didn't touch that. I learned a lot. I watched a lot of these cats. And when we moved over there, you know what I'm saying? We moved into a hot spot. You know what I'm saying? So we still had traffic coming. That's when the light bulb came on. But, you know, we still had people coming over there, and we still had, you know, the local legends who were still doing what they was doing. So just sitting back and watching that, it was more of a, for me, when I hit the block, I was there. It was just me, my mom's, my little sister. Big bro was already out in the world. Little bro was already locked up. So for me, it was just about protecting the tribe. You know, so I built these relationships, and, you know, I kept them cordial. I kept them cool. I went to school every day. I went to work every day. You know what I'm saying? I did all that.
Right. What school did you?
I went to Marquette High School. I went to Marquette University High School. I went to Marquette High. Before that, I was at Parkman. That's where I met Big Jeezy at. That's where I met a couple of the cats that used to be in the hood. I met them, you know, at Parkman. So I did a year of middle school at Parkman, half a year of middle school at Parkman. But high school, Marquette. From there, well, while I was there, again, the plan was to get out, you know. So I connected with some folks at Marquette University for the Upward Bound program. Mom couldn't afford to send nobody to college. So again, I'm trying to get everybody gone. You know, so
took advantage of the shit that you could take
advantage of. Had to, you know what I'm saying? So my mental was my strong point. So I capitalized off of that. So I went and did that. you know, and then like in 1995 was when shit got real for me. I got hit by a car, and that was in '93. I got hit by this car, but then I started having issues in school, and I couldn't keep up with the curriculum, and then that kind of put me in a place where I'm like, shit, I got to find something else to do.
Right.
Off the porch. You know what I'm saying? So, and then again, like you said, you know, that was a time of like the corner hustler, you know what I'm saying? The block boy, you know, things like that. So, and a lot of that was watching, because again, you know, the block was the block, but when you have people that you know in different, you know, neighborhoods, different parts of the city, and you know, you get to see it, everywhere was the same. Everybody was on the same thing. That was the crazy thing about it. Everybody was just trying to hold their own.
Same game.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. Everybody was just trying to hold down their piece of the pie. They was just trying to eat. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And trying to take care of home. You know, so I don't hold nothing against nobody, bro.
Right.
I don't hold it against nobody.
You say the local legends. Can you run down a couple of them? If you choose to. You know what I mean?
Okay, like I said, rest up to my man Bird. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Big Dirt. You know, you had Big Tone that was out there doing his thing. You had, you know, a couple more of the old cats that, you know, that are no longer here. Yeah. You know, they were always, you know, about taking care of the neighborhood. You know, so no matter what nobody did, everybody was just trying to take care of home. Yeah. You know, so
for me, when you saw, rest in peace to Kareem, but when you see Kareem and Mike G together,
hey, shout out Mike G, and also,
come on, man, I told you, man, come on, bro.
And you know, much love, bro. Rest in peace to his daughter Michaela, who passed away a couple days. It'll be a year. Yeah. It's all love, big bro. It's all love. So
for me, them was the two, bro. It was like you see them by themselves, it's like, oh shit. But when you see them two niggas together,
going across the street.
Like, hey, bro,
you all right? You good?
Make sure your pockets together, like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was a lot of cats out the hood, bro, that was like individuals, but you know what I mean? It's like, man, that era, bro, that era and that area, bro, had a lot of characters, bro. And I say characters, I mean, you know what I mean? It was just, you know what I mean? It was fun times, man. You know, those summers, man. Like I say, man, you get into one cat, next thing you know, you
got the whole hood. You got a whole block to
30,
deal with.
40 individuals, bro.
You got a whole block to deal with. Real talk. Real talk. But it was always love. There wasn't a lot of internal beef. You know what I'm saying, in the hood. And I remember watching some of these young brothers jump off the porch, and I watched the evolution of how the game changed, how the grind changed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And again, for me, it was just like, man, be an example. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to always be the one. You know what I'm saying? When motherfuckers see, they're like, oh, that's such and such, and dude is on this. You know what I'm saying? That's not always the best way to be. You know what I'm saying? And in my mind, I was raised right. So, you know, I had a responsibility. I wasn't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So I had to become a part of the solution. I had to connect with, you know what I'm saying, with folks that was going to, like, shout out Lisbon Avenue neighborhood development, you know, that would allow us to, you know, borrow all of their tools to do the neighborhood cleanups and stuff like that. Shout out to my boy Vop. I don't even know where the hell he at.
Vop.
You know what I'm saying? Doing the 3-on-3 tournaments and bringing the whole choir down on the other end on Garfield for the elders to listen to good church music. You know what I'm saying?
And probably still is a ninja.
Hell yeah, it was a ninja.
You'll be
jump out of a tree and all black on you.
Bro, man, literally be in a tree chilling. Like you never heard his footsteps.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He just pop up and then literally dish the fucking period. Like, I'm not playing. I'm serious, man. This was a real ninja, bro.
This was real.
For real, man. So like I say, man, you know, a lot of good characters from the hood, bro.
Yeah.
You know
and you know, we all, you know, we grow up, we change, you know, some for the better, some maybe not, you know, maybe in your growth, you decide that, you know, the person that you were next to 5-10 years ago ain't conducive to your growth now. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. We're all allowed to grow. And when you part ways, let it be love and be done with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just that. And I still ride through the block and I'll be like, damn, it's dead over here. But I remember how live it was. And to be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? Probably wouldn't mind staying over there now because of how quiet it is. It's no longer what we made it. You know,
Exactly.
it's ran its course and it's evolved.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
When I go through there, dude, it's
it's
still
a ghost town
look
though.
the same, but it ain't the same.
Right. Right. And you know, you still got a couple of the OGs over there, like shout out Miss Ann, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my ex-wife Karen, like they still over there and you know, they still doing what they do,
Right.
you know.
What was the dynamic like, you know what I'm saying, with your wife, you know what I'm saying, from how did that transpire as far as like, you know, getting together, getting married, living together, separate? Not full details like that, you know what I'm saying? How people
I don't even tell people this story. Somebody watching this shit. I got a few folks watching. Oh my goodness. So here's the deal. Because you know, she was a few years older than me. But I remember when they moved on the block and I was at my mom's crib across the street. I'm looking out the window and shit, about to get ready to get outside, do my thing. And I was in and out my mom's house. I already had baby mama drama, a couple kids, you know.
Right.
And I saw this lady. My mom's bring it up all the time. Like she was like, you saw that lady and you was like, I'm gonna marry her. You know what I'm saying? Jump right on it. I'll never forget. Shout out Derek, little white boy Hatcher. Shit was crazy because his bike got stolen today. The day they moved on the block, somebody stole the bike. You know what I'm saying? Right. Welcome to the hood. Exactly. This ain't brown deer, motherfucker.
Exactly. You far from the deer.
Shout out Dodie Yodi. You know what I'm saying? 4-1 beats banging, bitch. Shout out to you, baby. But you know, and the pursuit started there. You know what I'm saying? And with that came reward. And you know, we did our thing. We was together for about 13 years. We were married for just over 11. And you know, we grew apart. I mean, and it was an adult conversation. You know, it wasn't one of those. It wasn't one of those ugly scenarios and none of that shit. No, you know, I mean, like we still, when I see her, we're cordial. You know what I'm saying? And I see her. I see them. That's still my tribe. Be still my people. You know what I'm saying? That's family. So, you know, but leaving from over there is what caused me to leave the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And just being like, you know, this is all you anyway. So let me remove myself and, you know, that kind of situation. But I got to tell you, man, I wouldn't trade none of that shit. I learned so much. And I tell anybody, like, I might not be the type of guy, like, knowing what I know now, I probably wouldn't join a contractual arrangement such as that one again.
Right.
But there's a beauty in unity. You know what I'm saying? And there's a beauty in being able to share your accomplishments with people, man. Like, none of it means a fucking thing if you don't have anybody to share it with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it boils down to. And these are lessons you learn later on. Because shit, I've been a certified bachelor for 8 years. You know what I'm saying? You learn that shit along the way. We're not getting no younger.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I asked you that because it's like, you know, you see a lot of people, bro, when they part from each other, it's ugly. It's you know what I mean?
Right.
It's a whole bunch of bickering and, you know what I mean, backstabbing going on.
Well, you both have to be adults going in to be adults coming out. Exactly. Or you both can be kids and grow to be adults and be adults on the way out. Because I still run into people right now that's like, damn, how Karen doing? I'm like, you know, I think she all right. You know, we ain't been together in a while. Right. They're like, wait a minute, what happened? I had one lady cry like, I thought y'all was gonna be together forever. And you know, I had to tell her then, like, on some real shit, in my world, forever got an end date. You know what I'm saying? And I had to learn that. So, but like I said, bro, I wouldn't trade none of that shit. None of it.
Now, going back to the hood, you know, so like I said, we had a lot of characters, some real hotheads, some real, you know, don't fuck with type of individuals. And like I said, your spot was like a
I always called it the neutral zone.
Yeah, it was always
water. Come over here with that bullshit. I got you. So but you're welcome. You know what I'm saying?
How many times have you had to? Because I know you had to talk a motherfucker off the ledge, or hey man, I don't think you should do that.
Bro, too many to count. You know what I'm saying? Too many to count. And I've had those situations where motherfuckers just thought it was sweet and wanted to test it. You know, so, and that's only happened a couple times. But just to be able to sit down and talk to brother, man, I done had to snatch cats in like, hey man, they coming and they coming for you. Come on, sit down, cool off, spend the day here, spend the night here, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But there have been countless scenarios where it's like, damn, dog. Might not be the best decision you ever made. You know, let's try to figure out a way out of it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's too many, bro. Too many.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, bro, you was like a mentor, a Yoda in a way of the hood.
Thank you, bro.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Like, you know, you might have something on your mind to do it some way, and you come talk to this man right here, and it's like, you know what? Fuck that shit. Or I'm gonna do it this way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whether it was quote unquote negative or positive. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So, you was a pillar of the ghetto, bro, to really navigate these young minds that was wild and impressionable and mature but immature in the same token to, you know what I mean, guide a motherfucker, you know what I mean, through this jungle we was living in. You know what I
I'm
mean?
grateful for that, bro. And the truth of the matter is, shit, I was a young cat too. I was just trying to find my way. So all I was doing was offering an alternative, doing what I wish motherfucker would have did for me. That's it. That's all.
Right.
You know, we all grew up in most of us grew up in a scenario where we didn't see a lot of positive men, or we didn't grow up in a situation where maybe it was an uncle, you know what I'm saying, or a grandfather or something. But a lot of us grew up in a situation where it wasn't our father. You know what I'm saying? That showed us, you know, that there was a different way to do things. And for me, again, like when I did the Marquette thing, the Upward Bound program, I ran into proud black men, you know what I'm saying, who was doing good and great work for kids that look like me. Right. You know what I'm saying? And forcing us to level up. So again, that was just me trying to pay it forward. I owe that. You know what I'm saying? And that's all it boiled down to. I'm still trying to find my way too. But shit, if I could hit you with a lesson that I learned before you commit the bullshit, hopefully you take this lesson and don't have to worry about going through the act, because I'm telling you that this is what a possibility could be. Exactly. You know, so that's all it was, bro. So I appreciate that, but I wasn't none more than a cat trying to make it like everybody else.
You know, for me, it was like I did my fair share of destruction in my community, in my neighborhood.
Right.
But I always tried to balance out. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if I did some bullshit Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I always tried to balance it out. You know what I mean? And it was like right now, you know what I mean? We trying to build a platform, you know what I'm saying, so everybody could see, learn from, you know what I mean, participate in, and get a good message out of it, that you don't have to start one way and end that same way. You could turn it around and, you know what I mean, do something better. You know what I mean? So as far as the things you do, you know what I mean, as far as the community work, as far as being, you know, who you are with your lodge, you know what I mean? What made you take that without, I know you can't go into, let's just put it here, I know you can't go into full details, but what did joining that, you know what I'm saying, community, how did it turn your life around for the better as far as
you mean like my Masonic career?
Yeah.
Masonry saved my life, bro. That was one of those things that helped me have those conversations on the block. It was one of those scenarios. I didn't go seeking masonry. Masonry found me after a bunch of shit went down on the block. And my brother came at me like, "Hey, dude, you know what? Come with us." You know.
Yeah.
What up, bro? I'm sorry. Excuse me. Fredo, what's good, baby?
Hey, it's the first time ever.
What's good? How you feeling?
First time ever, man.
That's what's up. Good to see you, big bro.
No, we ain't checking that out.
Please don't. I'm sorry. But back to your question. My Masonic career was something that came at me after that huge fiasco on the block. Where me, shout out Cloud Wilson Framing LLC, and Big Marcus, we all end up going to jail. And I got caught up in some shit that wasn't even mine.
Right.
Long and short of it was, an officer drew down on Mama Edna, rest up Edna, drew down on her, and I jumped off in front of her like, yo, you don't pull your fucking weapon on a woman. You know what I'm saying? That turned into a real live ass whooping and a little bit of jail. You know what I'm saying? But it was what it was. Stand for something, fall for anything. You know what I'm saying? So after that, the conversation was had like, dude, you know what? You might want to, come this way. We can teach you to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Just basically square yourself. You know what I'm saying? We can show you how to navigate, in a manner that you're probably not accustomed to, but, still be able to keep your faith and be charitable and, you know what I'm saying, still show love how you want to show love. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was for me. So Masonry saved my life, bro. I'm still an active, proud member of King David Lodge number 10 right here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Prince Hall. I've been doing this for 19 years. I'm a past master of my lodge. I'm a 32nd degree Mason as well. And it's just one of those things. Again, it helped me to impart a certain knowledge and a certain wisdom when with brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because it taught me to be able to pull back a little bit and speak from a place of experience and check your emotions, but make sure that if you're going to do it in a passionate manner, subdue that. You know what I'm saying? And be able to, just be able to give people good and wholesome knowledge without, pointing them in a direction that's probably going to be a detriment to them. Everything ain't for everybody, but we all have the same. We all want to go home every night. We all want to eat good. We all want to sleep comfortable. These are all universal truths for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Masonry did that for me. So
if you can go back in time and change anything in your life, what would it be? Or would you want to?
That's a good question. And to be honest with you, everything that I've been through is a culmination of who I am today. I wouldn't change shit. I wouldn't change nothing. I wouldn't change nothing. If any scenario had changed between today and yesteryear, I wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation with you right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be sitting here enjoying you. Damn, Fredo, it's good to see you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be here fucking around uptown, bro. I ain't been up here in so long.
Right.
So no, bro, I wouldn't change none of it. I wouldn't change none of it. I feel you.
So how's the relationship with your family? Like, how's the family doing? I know
family good, man.
Yeah.
Family good. The OG good. My brothers is good. We spread out all over the place now, but we in touch every day. We connect all the time. My old man is in Racine, so I go down there and visit him. He got some physical things going on, so go down there and make sure he all right. Kids, I'm a grandfather. You know what I'm saying? I have a beautiful 5-year-old grandson. I have a beautiful 14-month-old granddaughter. You know what I'm saying? My girls are grown. One about to be 27. One just turned 23. You know what I'm saying? So for me, when all of this is said and done, bro, I've left something behind. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I can only hope that I impart something with them that they can pass on to theirs, that theirs can pass on to them. Right. That's what the brand was created for. Exactly. That's what that's about. You know what I'm saying?
So touch on this in 1 second. Don't even lean on that. Like you say, your father, man, he's going through some physical.
Yeah, he had a stroke, man. He had a massive stroke about 5 years ago. Over the road truck driver. Shout out Tutu. Him and Tutu used to catch up all the time, go to the baseball games and shit. But he had the stroke and it paralyzed his right side, so he's been pretty much incapacitated ever since. So I go down there to the nursing home or whatever. I go shave him up, chop him up, talk shit, bring him books.
Yeah, things of that nature.
Right.
But I bring it up to ask you because I'm kind of going through a similar situation with my mom, right? And for me, it get rough going up there to see her in that condition.
Right.
So it's like you gotta put your armor on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do that battle. Then you leave. You gotta take that armor off. Get your emotions back together. And then get back out here in this world. So how was that for you to navigate that type of change? Because we used to see our people, our parents, upright, strong.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I have elders around me that I absolutely love. You know what I'm saying? Parent or not, and at the end of the day, I still, like you say, you have to put that armor on and you have to take it off and you have to get yourself together. So for me, the one thing I tell any grown man is this: it is all right to cry in the dark. You know what I'm saying? It is a soul cleanser and we all require it. You know what I'm saying? We all require that. Yeah. So if that's what it takes for you to go to put on, you know what I'm saying, to put on the mask that is required of you, you do that. So it's just a part of who it is that we are and that we have to be. Sometimes you got to be strong for other folks.
Right.
And at the end of the day, you still have to be able to release all of that energy. You have to find somewhere to put it. You can't keep it. When you hold it in, right? Once you hold it in and it gets volatile and it explodes, everything around you can crumble because you shitting on everybody and everything for every reason whatsoever. And you will block the one blessing you've been waiting on like that because to whom anything is given, you're tested with it. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be prepared for that. You have to be mentally stable enough to battle. You know what I'm saying? Physically as well, because that shit takes a toll on you physically. So you have to make sure that your mind, body, and spirit are all in tune. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things that we aren't taught. We aren't taught to be physically healthy for some of the battles that we're going to take on mentally. We're not taught that.
Exactly.
Your mind is so powerful, bro. You fuck around, find yourself in a situation, it will make you literally sick, physically sick. You know what I'm saying? And the whole time, you never once stop to think, damn, maybe I need to check what I'm putting in my body because I'm already fucking around mentally. Yeah. At this point, I'm sorry, you might want to fall back on the liquor. I'm sorry, you might want to fall back on any extracurriculars you're doing, because at the end of the day, a clear mind is what you're going to need to prepare your body for battle.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Too much anything could be a bad thing.
Anything in excess is not good.
Right.
You know, and with that being said, you know, because of what you're saying, you know, the question that you asked, you know, I'm trying to physically prepare myself for everything that's going on. I stopped smoking 23 months ago, February 19th, it'll be 2 years. I stopped drinking heavily, like beyond socially. I stopped doing that about 6 or 7 months ago. Occasionally I was, you know, smoke a little herb or whatever, but I've always been prepared to drop in a cup just in case there was an opportunity that came along that required it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I feel like it's mandatory for us to take those times to fast and cleanse and, you know what I'm saying, get the shit out your system so that you can clear the fog out of your mind so you can get your body ready for whatever battle.
Now, when it comes to fasting, can you break it down, the benefits of fasting? Because some people just think you quote unquote starving yourself, but that's not what it is.
You don't starve yourself, and I can honestly say that to this point, I have not taken a real fast seriously myself, apart from, you know, the nicotine and, you know, the alcohol, all of that. As far as a food fast, I haven't eaten pork in years. You know what I'm saying? But I have a brother, shout out Past Master Al Moore, who hit me to this 3-5-7 fast, and basically what he told me is like this: 3 days you just do like fruit and water. Yeah. 5 days you'll do just raw fruit. You know what I'm saying? 7 days you'll do cooked and or raw fruit. That's 15 days out the month. And literally, you've changed half of your life. You do whatever you want the other 15 days. But these 15 days are designed for you to cleanse your system. Again, it removes these toxins from your body. It allows for you to have a clearer head. You know, and I believe everybody at some point should try to remove something, because it's a matter, it's your mind over matter. If you have a vice, if you eat too much, scale back. You know what I'm saying? Slow down on what you eat. You know, if you drink too much, scale back, because at the end of the day, you're not you're removing these things, but you're also teaching your body how to live differently.
Self-discipline of it.
And you have to have a discipline in something. And if it is not yourself, nothing else in your life is able to be disciplined.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
With the fast, like when people, you know, that first day and a half, when you hear your stomach growl, that's not an indication of being hungry.
That's your intestines working, pushing some shit
through.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So if you quote unquote get a hunger pain, it's not a hunger pain.
Right.
That's a sign telling you that it's pushing out bullshit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you want to hear that growl.
Right.
You want to have that, damn, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
You're not really hungry, bro. It's your body just getting it together. You know what I mean? And you'll see the difference. You know what I mean?
Oh, you definitely see the difference. Like for me, I have been on this journey that I'm on, like as far as watching what I eat and, you know, the no alcohol and no smoking, because when you quit smoking and you quit drinking, you tend to eat. So that's another discipline right there. And no joke, it's been like 7 months, bro. I'm like 26 pounds down. Right. You know what I'm saying? But with that also comes other things. Now your body is starting to get acclimated to not having what you've been putting in your body the last 25, 30 years. Exactly. You're going to have pains. You're going to have
anger issues.
You're right. You're going to fly off a couple times, you know, so you have to also find that peaceful place for yourself where you're going to be irritable, but you have to find something to do while you're in the mode of those cravings. You got to find something to do to take your mind off of it. Yeah. So it might as well be something healthy. Go take you a walk. Go find you a book to read. Do a push-up challenge. You know what I'm saying? Something, because you're going to need it to overcome that few moments of that your brain is telling you your body needs, because your soul is telling you it don't.
Exactly.
You know, so you have you just have they're growing pains with that. You know what I'm saying? I be having all kind of aches. Man, listen.
But I remember when I was locked up, bro, and I was jamming with this one cat. His name Hot Rod. He's from Florida. He like, come on, Beans. They used to call me Beans because they said
you look like Beans.
Yeah, whatever, man. But he like, come on, man, do this push-up challenge with me. Nigga, I'm cool, bro. I'm straight. Right. I ain't on that shit. You know what I'm saying? He said, if you don't have shit in you, then what are you? I said, what you mean? I'm saying
none of it. Another motherfucker, he don't make me shit anyway, so, you know.
How did you get into your clothing brand? What brought that about?
The hood brought the clothing brand about, believe it or not.